and 10. Here's May again. Left side, he's got Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, New England.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. Quick throw, taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now a toss, running left, it's Stevenson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. May going to hold on to this one. He will do it himself. He's in. Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots. The extra point is good. And the Pats are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, you take a step back and look at the NFC West big picture. This is historic stuff. Chiefs are going for a 10th straight division title. But you have to remember, 2 other teams in this division won double-digit games last year. So the question is, are the Chargers and the Broncos that far behind Kansas City?
You know, it sounds crazy when you mentioned 9 in a row. You think, oh, they're just going to continue to run away with it. But I'm actually fascinated by this division. I think LA and Denver are a lot closer to this year's version of Kansas City. Maybe then there's a lot of talk about around the rest of the league. So until someone beats them, you'd be crazy to not pick Kansas City. But last year it was a 4-game and a 5-game spread between them. I think this year, come down the stretch, that spread is going to be a lot tighter.
No, Greg, I'm thinking, oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. 62 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine.
To the goal line and in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles, it's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone just...
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. A Pro Bowler 4 years running, that is Max Crosby, taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. On second down, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10.
19 yards. And the Patriots first down.
It's the tight end Henry in motion.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's May to throw it on first down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, from 37, here's second and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. May to throw on second down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Patriots. First down.
May to throw again. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. Just shy of midfield. Here's second and 6. Give up the middle to Stevenson. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Third and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Well, Raiders offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10.
Liking 18.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Gain of 29 yards. First down, Raiders.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And is caught. It's Robinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10. At the
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dale Robinson. Touchdown, Raiders.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders are out to a 21-10 lead.
Patriots 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? If it happens every year, we just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. And you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument that they're a playoff team, that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's into the hands of Fortin. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stretch the...
Back to throw. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowie. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Ready, break. Break.
They'll run with Genty. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
60
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
At the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
To throw now, May. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Look at the Raiders head man, Pete Carroll. His offense gets set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drop. And that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
Got it. Ready.
It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Ready. Let go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Moving left. He's going to keep it himself. Oh! And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Vegas.
Back on 80.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Horton. He's got it. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20. Now Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
On the return, here comes Gibson. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day, the debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're gonna like it. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Chargers begin Jim Harbaugh year 2 with a week 1 victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott hooking up with his receiver, Jalen Tolbert. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Cowboys come out on top, and Brian Schottenheimer has his first W as the head coach of Big D. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Teteroa McMillan. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Ultra.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Mostert now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Look at the Raiders head man Pete Carroll. His offense gets set to take over once more. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I am so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped it. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Peppers on the coverage.
Out of the gun, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the Patriots first down.
May now on 1st and 10. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10.
May gonna look to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A carry now for Gibson. And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Patriots first down.
Now Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now is May. That's into the hands of Diggs. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Patriots first down.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. From the 21, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's May. That's complete to Diggs. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and short. And here is May. That is caught. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And the Patriots.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And Greg, they have had their way right from the start in this season opener. You get that sometimes. You don't know what week one's going to bring, but this is going to be awfully satisfying.
There's no question. It gives such value to all the work that you did all offseason, all the way back in OTAs in the spring and then through the dog days of training camp. Everyone wants to start the season strong. You're 0-0. Everyone in the league has Super Bowl aspirations. Every fan base thinks it's their year. And then to come out and to deliver, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it's really the ideal way to set up the rest of your season and try to stay on track.
Open man is Davis. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Come on, come on.
Throwing now from the gun. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
It is brought in the end zone. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Raiders. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders tack on one more to their lead.
Patriots 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So, don't throw everything
in trouble, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Patriots ready for the punt. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Raiders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
On the 6.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
70, Tampa Wolf. Ready.
Run right up the gut to Shenty. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
22-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Jack Gibbons on the coverage.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw is May. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here's a 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. Now May. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
The Raiders offense and this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. And it's a great start to the new regime for Pete Carroll. He gets his first win as the Raiders head coach. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long.